welcome to Beyond Books. I'm Julie Farkas, the director of the Novi Public Library. And today we have a special guest, Dr. Steve Matthews from the Novi School District here. Hi, Steve.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining me.
You're welcome.
And we're going to talk a little bit about a new program that's going to be starting here at the library. But before I get started, I wanted to show off our beautiful holiday tree that's here at the library this year. I want to make sure that I wish all of you a wonderful holiday season. And this special tree was sponsored by the O'Brien family and O'Brien Sullivan Funeral Home, and we thank them for their support. It was decorated by Teresa Kolaski from Just Gardens, and we're so happy to have this as part of our library for the holiday season. We hope that you will come in and enjoy it and also spend some time with us this holiday season. So to get started, Steve, you're here today because we're talking about a new program that we are introducing to the Novi community this winter.
Yes.
A new program called Parent to Parent Book Discussion. And please tell me a little bit about what your mission is for doing this program for our community.
Well, growing up is difficult in today's world, and so I thought it would be interesting to have some discussions with parents about some books that are out there that give some perspective on some of the things that parents could do to help their children learn to be successful in the world.
Go ahead.
And so, you know, there's just lots and lots of information out there, and parents are always asking what they can do to help their children be successful. And so I thought it would be interesting to look at 3 books that give us some perspective on what parents can do to help their children.
Well, and I appreciate the fact that you came to the library for us to be a partner with you this year. I know that we're going to be offering it the month of December, so it's the fourth Wednesday of the month that we'll have this series, and we'll be putting up some information for you to see dates. But so December, the books will be available here at the library. We're looking for 20 participants, and you mentioned parents. Is that what you're looking for, your target audience?
I think the target audience really is parents. You know, community members might be interested in these conversations as well, but it really is about parents and the kinds of things that they can do and can think about as they live and work with their children.
Well, I think it's a great opportunity not only for you and I to connect and show a partnership with the community, but also we have a parenting collection here at the library, so maybe that will spark some interest as well for parents, some additional information that they can get here at the library. We're going to host it January, February, and March, so
Correct.
The 3 months, the winter months, when
Right.
maybe somebody is looking for another opportunity to get out and to connect with the schools. I know that we're looking for at least 20 participants.
Correct.
And you and I have gone in on purchasing the books, so we will make these available to those who are interested in attending, so
Right.
they don't have to purchase the book and they can get it from the library. Tell us a little bit about the titles that you're going to be using.
Okay. Well, there's 3 books. The first book that we're going to look at is a book called How Children Succeed.
Okay.
It's by Paul Tuff, and it really focuses on some of the characteristics of successful children. Many times we hear that children are successful if they have high grades and that they are at the top of their class, but what this book really talks about are the characteristics that help children succeed: grit and perseverance and curiosity. And so these are the things that parents can help develop in their children. And so it really is a book that gives parents hope about the kinds of things that they can do with their children to help them develop those internal characteristics that will help them be successple.
And in terms of age, could this be for a parent of any age child to be reading?
It really
these?
is for any age, you know, from a parent who's brand new to a parent who has a high school student.
Okay.
It really talks about things that are the internal motivators of students and the things that parents can do to help develop those characteristics in their children.
Well, and I know that you have a very successful school district, and you work very hard to bring parents involved in with their students and their children. So this sounds like a perfect fit for them to just find another opportunity where they can grow their child and help their children be successful.
Right.
What other titles do you have?
The second book is by Tony Wagner, who's a professor at Harvard,
Okay.
and it's about creating innovators. He talks a lot about children being raised in a global society.
Okay.
Back when I was growing up, we really talked about learning to live in your hometown and learning to be a part of your community, but now children are part of a global society and they can live and work anywhere in the world. And so this really talks about becoming an innovator and what it takes to be an innovator. It tries to define innovation, it tries to define the characteristics of innovation, and it also kind of focuses on what we can do to develop that quality within our students.
Oh, fantastic. And then for March, you
the
have,
third book is
this
called
one sounds
Mindset by Carol Dweck. And Mindset really is about this idea of do you have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset? And a growth mindset is really a mindset that allows us to think about the future, think about always getting better, think about the things that we can do to control our own destiny. And so it really is an important book for parents as they work with their students, because oftentimes students will feel trapped. They'll say, I can't do anything more. But if you have a growth mindset, you're always looking for that avenue that you can go down to be successful.
It sounds like even an adult with or without children could enjoy that one as well.
Yes,
it sounds like a great title. Well, I'm so pleased that you were able to join me today, and that we are looking forward to launching this new program with our parents here in the Novi community. We want you to take part in this, and books will be available December 1st for our first set of book discussions, which will be in January. Be looking for those dates, and also to check our Engage for more information. Steve, thanks so much for joining me today. It was a pleasure having
You're
you.
welcome.
And we'll look forward to having you back, maybe to give a recap of how it went and the success that I'm quite confident will be when we provide this to our community. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks so much.
Okay.
In 1977, an 8-year-old boy picked up the game of golf from his father. The odds of that same boy then making it to the US and European Pro Golf Tours, 1 in 7 million. The odds of the Big Easy winning the US Open twice, 1 in 1.2 billion. The odds of him having a child diagnosed with autism, 1 in 88. Ernie Els encourages you to learn the signs of autism.
Welcome to Beyond Books. I'm Julie Farkas, the Library Director for the Novi Public Library. And my guest today is Christina Salvador, Community Coordinator for the Novi Library. Christina, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, so we have a bunch of things to talk about today.
We do.
Because we are getting excited about the holidays, and the library has a lot of programming that's coming up for December. But the first thing I want to ask you is, you have just finished up a full year of a Geek campaign for the library. What was the Geek campaign?
It's a public awareness campaign, and it's aimed toward kind of spreading the word about the vital and growing role that public libraries play. So for some of our viewers that are not familiar with the campaign, it's the word geek is what you're passionate about. So it's to love, celebrate, and enjoy your interests in life. And whether you like weather, reality television, animals, it's something that you're interested in, and we want the community to know that we support that.
Well, and that's a nice tie-in, because obviously being the library, we have so many things that people can come into our doors and read books about, or do research on, or go online and find great information about. So if they're telling you that they have this love or geek of something, we probably have a nice fit for them.
Yeah, and they can come in, check out a book or video with that topic they're interested in.
So how many people participated in Geek over the year?
It started in June 2012 and just ended this past June 2013.
Great.
And we had a little bit over 400.
Fantastic. So you heard from over 400 people telling you what they love.
Yes, which is great. And we kicked off the campaign at the 2012 Memorial Day Parade. And just throughout the year promoted it through our internal display at the library, where patrons could fill out a form, what they geek, what they love, win geek merchandise, get their pictures taken. And we continued the promotion through Light Up the Night, Fall for Novi, through our e-newsletter, the website, and just different things like that to get our community to know about it.
So it sounds like you really promoted it well.
Yeah,
and then
it
had
was
some
really
great
fun.
support. I know that we had some, what we would call our special guests, or maybe our famous people in Novi. I know Mayor Bob Gatt, he was one of our
Superintendent
geeks.
Steve Matthews, City Manager Clay Pearson, the Historical Commission, Rotary, Novi Rotary Club. So a lot of great people that joined in.
How wonderful. So when you got all your information back, what types of things were people telling you? Like, what did
Well, we got a lot of responses, and this was so good about this campaign because it helped us plan future programming for the library. So we compiled a list of top 10 things.
Okay.
Number 1 was reading, of course.
That's good to know.
Which is good, yeah. We had reading, art, cooking, and one was hockey.
Really?
Which was good, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
we have a lot of hockey lovers out there, I
Yes.
guess you could say. Well, and rightly so. We're not far from the Detroit area, and obviously we have
Right.
a big love of our Detroit Red Wings.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. It sounds like it was a great program.
Oh, it was.
And
It was-
so now the library will go ahead and look at some new opportunities for hosting programming.
Yeah, and even in the Engage publication, which is distributed 3 times a year, we will have a little geek logo next to the program that the patrons requested.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
Well, this kind of leads into it because I'm going to highlight this fantastic hockey book called Original Six Dynasties. It was written by Bob Duff, and the library is actually going to host Bob
Yes.
here at the library on December 14th. It's a Saturday from 1 to 3, and Bob is going to be talking about his brand new book that he has just written and just published. And hopefully we'll
It's a
have
great
some.
book,
That's
too.
what I know. The photos. This really talks about the first 6 teams that were part of the NHL. So
Yeah.
your historical, amazing
And they're
hockey
all,
teams.
it's vintage photos and all the players we love. Gordie Howe, Ted Lindsay, all those great legends that make the sport of hockey what it is today.
So it sounds pretty fantastic.
It is, yeah.
Obviously, any hockey fans or anyone who knows of hockey fans or people maybe looking for a great holiday gift,
Yeah.
they could come by the library on December 14th between 1 and 3, meet Bob Duff, hear about the book, hear about what we're going to be providing for that day. There will be a book signing and selling, and hopefully our hockey
Special guest.
we're planning some special things maybe to go along with it, but hopefully our hockey fans, based on the Geek program, will join us that day.
I hope so.
And we can have a good turnout.
It's going to be a great program. so.
Fantastic. Well, it sounds like the Geek program then really worked
It
well.
was. I'm sad that it's over. I want to do it
know.
again.
We'll have to look for something new that we can
We will,
get
yes.
the community wrapped around.
Yep.
Also coming up in December, we have Light Up the Night.
Yes. A
So
big
tell me.
tradition for
Yes.
the city of Novi. That is on Friday, December 6th from 6 to 9. And we're doing it working with the city.
Great.
So they're going to be opened, and we at the library is going to be opened, but not for other services.
Okay.
Just for the event.
Just for the event.
But we have Dan the Choo Choo Man, John the Magician, face painting. Walmart is a big sponsor. They're donating
are.
a lot of cookies. Our Rita Latte Cafe will be open. So a lot of fun things going
Lot of
on that
fun
night.
activities. I understand there's popcorn even too.
Yep.
We have some special guests. The
Oh,
library
right.
has 2 special guests that will be appearing, and that is
Yep.
Mother Goose and also the Menchie's mascot will be here. They are one of our sponsors
Oh,
as
they're
well.
a huge sponsor, yeah.
And we also have to mention the Behringer family.
Yes.
They actually are sponsoring the magician, John the Magician, at the library that night. There'll be 2 shows, so we want to make sure that people will stop by and see the library. We usually expect about 1,000 people, so it is a busy night.
It is. And it's a nice family tradition for
It
the
is,
city,
yes.
which is great.
And
so.
that's the night that they light up everything and get the city pretty much ready for the
Yes.
holiday season as well.
And it's
So-
nice because you can walk back and forth from the city to the library.
Correct.
So.
And this is a good place for them to be warm.
Yeah. Yes.
Because I know in years past it has been pretty chilly out there.
Oh, yeah.
People are coming in full jacket, mittens, gloves, and
Yeah.
everything too. So
But that's what's fun about the season. So.
it is. Well, great. And then also, to add to the season as well, we have some music programs.
We
So
do.
We've got a
December's
morning-
busy for the library.
December is very busy. You're right. We have Listen at the Library, which will take place on Sunday, December 8th at 3 o'clock. We have a baritone who will be singing, and that's David Small.
Yeah.
And then also in December, we've got a morning music program that's coming up, and that's December 19th, performed by the Bassoon Quartet from the Detroit Symphony Orchestra. So
It'll be
how
great.
amazing
Yeah.
that we're bringing in these musical talents over the next month
It'll be
or
nice.
so. It will be.
It'll get everyone in the holiday spirit.
Well, we hope everyone has a wonderful holiday this year, and we hope to see you. We will post a few times that the library will be closed because of the holiday season, but we look forward to you taking the time. It might be a quieter time for you, and maybe you're looking for a good book or something to download, and we hope that you think of the Novi Library when you do that. Christina, thanks so much
Thank you
for
so
joining me.
much for
Yes,
having
it was
me.
great to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thanks so much.